James.
Toby.
Do you trust me?
As far as I can throw you.
I mean, you're bigger than me, so you can probably throw me.
I mean, we're on a balcony. I could probably throw you pretty far. Actually.
Yeah.
Just physics going.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, let's go with yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so this is the now christeningly new named The Awkward Goodbye.
The Awkward Goodbye.
Yes.
I like it.
The last time we were together, we hung out one-on-one, we did a podcast about the cumulative best pictures, best movies of the century so far, top 40,
Correct.
And then we kind of came up with the name The Awkward Goodbye as we were awkwardly saying goodbye at the end of that podcast. So that's the name of this podcast we're doing between the two of us. So hello, I'm Toby, James.
I'm James.
And let's set this up. We were joking about some kind of bit where we should just pull names out of a hat and talk about them.
Yes.
And then when we got off the air, when we signed off, we were like, wait, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yes,
And
we have a literal hat.
Yeah, so I think I even messaged you like after I left, and I was like, wait, we should actually do that.
Why would we not? Yes.
Why could we not actually do that? Why could we not actually take names, get an actual hat, and pull them out and just talk about it for like maybe an hour and a half?
Let's make it
So
happen.
that is what we actually have here. I have an actual baseball fitted hat. Detroit Tigers, they're not in the playoffs.
I was going to say, it's like, what's the hat?
The hat,
Okay,
yeah, that's the
Detroit
hat.
Tigers. Okay.
Well, I have a big ass head, so it's size 7'5". I cannot wear that because of my big hair. The Tigers aren't in the playoffs either. I should have said like it's the Red Sox or Astros.
Yeah, totally.
But so I have a hat. With names in it, and the names I got were I crowdfunded on Facebook. Like I just had a post. Who are your favorite actors? And a lot of people on my Facebook just came up with a lot of names. I was like, don't be shy. Name as many actors you want. Men, women, whatever. Let's go. And I got a pretty good list. I don't know if you got anything on yours.
I got literally nothing. I just shared yours, to be fair. I didn't actually make my own post.
Okay, well, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it in the next round. But
no one really likes me, so.
Stop it. Stop it. So yeah, that's what we have. So she was born in July 1990 in Queensbridge, I think I got that right, Australia.
Okay.
So she's a young woman.
Yep, she's barely older than I am.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to get my shit together, man.
Stop it. It's not a competition. For most people, they would know her first and foremost from The Wolf of Wall Street, Martin Scorsese, 2013.
Correct.
That was kind of like her big break. A number of people came up for that part. She got it. She does a pretty good New Jersey accent in that movie. Mm-hmm. I thought she was really good in that movie.
I didn't make it through that whole movie, and I've talked to you about this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I remember her.
How could you not? She's naked.
Because she's completely naked.
Yeah.
And she was like right in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's like snorting coke off of her or out of
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Off her
no,
tits.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't finish that movie, so I guess I wouldn't have much to go on for that movie.
So what was the first time you saw her?
The first time I saw Margot Robbie was probably in About Time.
Oh, okay.
Which is like, I love that movie.
No, that's actually a good movie.
I think it was the first time I saw her.
About Time is the one with
Donald Gleason and
and Rachel McAdams. Yeah.
Like,
No, that's actually a really good movie.
I'm obsessed with that.
Bill Nighy's in that as a dad, and it's always good to see Bill Nighy. So
He destroys me every time I watch it. I love it so much.
So Margot Robbie has kind of come from like, it's almost like how English actors kind of go through masterpiece theater and the stage, and then they kind of go into the dramas, and then they kind of go do their own thing. Mm-hmm. Margot Robbie kind of came from Australian TV at first.
Okay.
Then she moved to the States, and then she kind of worked her way up from there. So Wolf of Wall Street was big for her. That was her big comeback, a big opening.
That's a big.
Yeah, especially working with Scorsese. Love Interest DiCaprio. The film gets 5 nominations at the Oscars. It has controversy.
A lot of attention on that movie.
Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of attention on that movie. And then she kind of moves up through the ranks pretty quickly. Very beautiful blonde, Australian blonde. That never hurts. Look at that, Naomi Watts, Nicole Kidman.
The whole,
Cate Blanchett, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like there's a pedigree for this.
Yeah, there's a
great pedigree for that. I like how she said that, like, among her friends, she's not the prettiest. So it's like, we're your friends.
Who are your friends?
We're your friends. But
because she's gorgeous.
So she's been in a number of movies. She's been in got Focus with Will Smith. That I didn't either because it's Will Smith. But it's like, cool. I heard good things about that.
We're gonna have to get to it. We're gonna have to talk about it eventually.
Why?
No, not Focus.
Oh,
We're gonna have to mention
who?
Suicide Squad.
Oh, Suicide Squad. No, yeah, what you ask? Suicide Squad. No, I think you're talking Will Smith. Like, oh, fuck, I don't want to talk about Will Smith, but we will. But yeah, and the big movie, I think for a number of people who've seen it or seen her, is Suicide Squad. Is
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a big win for her. You know, as far as her career.
Is it?
Everyone is obsessed with Harley Quinn.
Okay, but are obsessed with Margot Robbie or Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn.
Okay, so
she's gonna keep playing that character.
No, she is. I'm being kind of glib. It's like with that movie, like again, I saw 15 minutes of it, and I'm
sorry for your loss.
That was 60 minutes too much, but I don't know why that movie
in theaters.
Jesus Christ, that movie. I don't remember the box office numbers off the top of my head. I just know it didn't make enough money because they filmed that they essentially had to reshoot a lot of it. And you know, movies on that scale, there's always reshoots. You always have to schedule the production with reshoots in mind. Right. That's how it is. That had significant reshoots, and it didn't make enough money. Torn apart by
just devoured.
Yeah, torn apart by critics and even like some of the audience members as well.
I do remember when that came out.
Yeah.
This was one of those movies that kind of like, I mean, not to the extent of The Last Jedi, because that was a movie that was well made and I could follow it.
Yeah.
But that was one of those things where the audiences and the critics kind of differed. Most audiences that I know would probably say that that's a bad movie, but like it did well enough to make some money.
I was gonna say, but it didn't make enough though. That's the thing. Yeah. Like box office wise. I heard the movie's incomprehensible.
It's incomprehensible, no, but like baffling. I think. Is the word. Like I can follow it.
Okay.
It has a story and it just goes from point A to point B and like whatever. But boy, is it bad. Boy, do I not understand any of the like direction of that movie.
Because David Ayer.
He's lost control of that movie, I think.
It seemed like it, and it's like he's done good work before.
He has made good movies.
He did Fury 2 years before that. Good war movie with Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, John Berthal, Michael Payne. So it's got a good solid cast. Yeah, Logan Lerman, the young kid in there. It's got he did End of Watch with Gyllenhaal and Pena as well, and Kendrick. That's a good solid cop movie. Yeah, and then he just kind of
shit out Suicide
Squad, and he's like he kind of took it personally. Like he was kind of attacking critics. It's like he did that one bad thing you shouldn't do. It's like, oh, I made it for the fans, not the critics. And it's like, anytime that's uttered, you know you made a bad movie. Take the loss, man. So Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, like you mentioned, she's gonna play that character again. She's gonna produce a movie kind of based off her. I think again, who knows what DC's doing right now?
They don't.
No, clearly, but it's the original idea was she was gonna have her own solo movie. And then now it's like, I think the Birds of Prey are in it now.
I think they're doing Birds. Oh yeah, because they just cast Mary Elizabeth Winstead to play.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Huntress.
Yeah.
So yeah, that looks like it's actually moving forward, which is a bummer. But whatever.
Right. I want to ask Margot Robbie what the appeal for Harley Quinn is. Like why she likes the character, what she took to it, why she played it that way, and again, like that visual depiction of Harley Quinn is very different from the original animated series where she came from, even the comics where she kind of immigrated to. This is very kind of hot topic-y.
Super hot topic.
Well,
first of all, that whole movie
is
very hot topic.
Yeah.
It's just neon lights.
Yeah, neon lights is
weird. I don't even hot, very hot.
Just the aesthetic of it. So it's like So I really just kind of want to know her, like what appealed to her as far as that character goes. Like what was the direction she wanted to do with that character?
Is this one of those things where like your agent shows up and is like, I got you Harley Quinn, and you can't say no? You know what I mean? Like, because you didn't see the whole movie. I unfortunately have. I think a lot of people loved her performance in that movie.
Okay.
As Harley Quinn, I thought it was fine. I guess like I love seeing me some like classic Harley Quinn. She's one of the few like characters I have tattooed on my body. I love Harley Quinn. But like that version of Harley Quinn was very vanilla.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking. Where it's just like again, like comics and films are two different mediums. So it's not like you're expecting the original version from the Bruce Timm Paul Dini universe to appear in this. Right, but at the same time, I'm just like, I kind of look at that character, I'm just like, okay, she's dressed like a clown, she's barely wearing shorts.
Yes.
What's the like? What again? What was the appeal for her to play this character?
I don't know how they wrote her because I didn't understand. Like she wasn't that crazy. Like she wasn't that like wacky. You know what I mean? Like it was, and you know she was playing against Jared Leto's Joker, which is a thing that happens. But like, yeah, I don't know because she's done moving away from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
She's done a couple roles that are kind of like. You can see that she has range.
Oh yeah.
You know, like clearly she's not, you know, one mode.
Right.
And like you would I thought she was more insane and more off the rails in I, Tonya.
Yeah,
like, I was like, oh, that's some Harley Quinn shit.
Yeah,
like,
so I want to get to later because that was like a big movie. But yeah, so she did Suicide Squad. She did. I forgot about this movie, Z for Zachariah. That was.
Never heard of that movie.
That was an indie movie, came out in 2015. It's a post-apocalyptic movie starring Chris Pine and Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Why haven't I heard of this movie?
I don't know. I didn't see the movie, but I know of it. Margot Robbie is living with Chiwetel Ejiofor. There's maybe some sexual tension there. I mean, with those two people, why wouldn't there be?
I mean, I have sexual tension every time I see Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Who doesn't?
So I can't imagine that.
Right.
Like
well, so it's like they're living on their own farm at the end of the world, like end of this apocalyptic setting.
Yeah.
And then Chris Pine comes out of nowhere, and now it's the three of them living together, so it kind of messes with the atmosphere that the two of them in the beginning created. Okay,
similar to Will Forte's The Last Man on Earth?
Kinda,
okay.
yeah, kinda.
Okay.
Like, not play for laughs, but yeah, kinda.
Sure.
But I heard she's getting that, but the movie didn't really make much of an imprint.
I didn't even hear of it.
I remember seeing the trailer. I thought at first I was like, okay, that's interesting. Okay, you got Chiwetel Ejiofor, you got Margot Robbie. She's really kind of coming up on her own.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Pine's kind of turning the corner, hopefully a little bit, and then it just kind of came and went. The Big Short, again, she plays herself. She's in the bathtub scene.
Fun scene.
Fun scene.
Yeah, I like that movie. It's really fun.
I keep forgetting it exists.
Not so weird.
Not for the case. It's bad. It's not a bad movie by any means. It just feels like one of those movies. Like, oh yeah, it was created for Oscars. It won an Oscar.
There you go. Did your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I very recently saw that movie, like maybe 2 years ago, and I had a blast watching it.
Yeah,
it's a fun movie.
Yeah, it is. I remember. Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah, it's fun. And then remember, like I saw it in 2015 during the theaters, and I remember after I left, I was just like,
"Yep,
all right, yeah, we're good." Yeah,
that's fair. That's
no,
totally
and again,
fair.
I don't want to disservice a movie. Because it's not one of those things that came in one air out the other. It's not one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those movies. It's like through the award season, like, oh, it's a big player. Then after on, like, what's its legacy? Is what I'm wondering.
I mean, you could show that to a kid and be like, "This is what happened to the housing."
That's true. Like, yeah, that's true. And you have Anthony Bourdain and Selena Gomez explaining how things work in the casino.
And those were very those couple scenes where it's. These actors playing themselves was very funny, and her scene was great. She's like, want to get the fuck out after she said, It's funny she's in the bathtub. It's like, this is one of those, why not? It's a really lavish bubble bath. It's an odd, but that movie, that's what the aesthetic of that movie is kind of going for. And then real quick, I mean, we saw the trailer for Adam McKay's Vice recently. That's like the last kind of big player as far as this year's award season that hasn't been seen anymore yet. So that is this year that it's coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out this year. It's coming out Christmas.
Very cool.
I mean, the Clint Eastwood's The Mule as well, so you got those last two ones.
Yep.
I'm only bringing up Vice because Adam McKay wrote and directed the same one, but it's like I'm just worried with Vice. It's going to be jokey like The Big Short.
It certainly looks that way.
It looks that way. But then you're going to realize, oh, Dick Cheney was the architect of the war we're still in, which is the longest military campaign that this country's been in.
Correct. Yeah, so
currently.
Let's make that up for laughs.
Yeah, so it's just like, and especially considering the political climate right now, it's kind of easy to kind of look at, oh, there's George Bush and...
Like, oh, good old Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of easy to do that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Again, we haven't seen the film. No one's seen the film.
Right.
We only see the trailer. The trailer looks good.
It looked very good. Yeah. It looks very light and fun.
Yeah.
Which, maybe not a subject that's light and fun.
Again, we'll see how McKay kind of plays to the tone as far as that goes. But yeah, I just remember thinking about it. Yeah, I was just like, I like the trailer. I like the music in it. Christian Bale looks good in it.
He does look good.
Again, he put on the pounds again. I hope that's the last time he does that because he's getting old and it's going to be hard.
Die one of these days.
Yeah, and it's like, Christian, don't do that, man. Like,
oh my god.
Because it's funny. Like, I think he backed out of.
He's got weird stretch marks.
Oh, probably.
Okay, cool.
But it's like he dropped out of one movie. I forget it was for Michael Mann or something like that. He dropped out of one movie because he didn't want to put on the weight again. And then he does this movie, he puts on the weight. So I'm like, dude, stop! Like,
stop!
Like,
just stop doing it.
Just stop doing it. Take it easy. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, will it be more? It doesn't have to be like the serious drama either way.
Well,
I don't think Adam McKay is going to do that. Even though The Big Short is very serious.
There's some good like heavy tones.
Oh, absolutely.
With Steve Carell's arc too.
Oh, he was kind of my favorite part of that movie.
He was very good.
So it's like I'm just thinking. I don't know if that movie should be jokey in those regards.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Sort of a weird one to go with.
Yeah. Again, Focus, which I mentioned. I forgot all about Fox. Where is it at? I am looking at her IMDb. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Was that Tina Fey movie?
That was a Tina Fey movie.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either.
I didn't either, but I forgot all about it. Yeah, she plays in that. And, Whiskey
She's in
Tango.
that?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, of course, is the WTF code name in the military. I forgot she's in Legend of Tarzan. Remember Legend of Tarzan? Nope. Yeah, exactly. She
didn't see that.
She plays Jane. Like, who's
what?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that like one of the Skarsgårds is Tarzan?
Yeah.
Who made that?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, who's asking for a Tarzan movie in 2016? Why?
Nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That's one of the things that kind of pisses me off more, a lot in Hollywood, where it's just like people get mad about like they should cast appropriately for this role. And it's like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
At the same time, why are you making a Tarzan movie? Why are you making a King Arthur movie? Why are you making Robin Hood? Why are you doing these movies that no one cares about? The box office shown.
Totally off topic, but apparently they were going to make a King Arthur universe.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Stop this madness.
No, exactly. It's like, who's asking for these movies? And the box office is shown for anytime they make these movies, it doesn't do well. No. It doesn't just. I don't know why. Like some producers, like, hey, you know what I really want to make? I want to make King Arthur, but this way. And it's like, listen, put any spin on it you want. And the funny thing is, like, the King Arthur mythos is fascinating.
Very good.
It's like, it might be the best fan fiction ever, as far as like what actually happened. Sure. Is there actually a King Arthur? Isn't like all of that, and what kind of came out after his supposed death, and the material that kind of came after that. But it's like, as far as movies go in like Hollywood, it just doesn't work.
No, and sword and sorcery just like makes no money nowadays, which breaks my heart because I love that genre. But yeah, a friend and I were talking about Lord of the Rings being like the last like big, widely accepted sword and sorcery movie.
Yeah.
And it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we'll see. Amazon has been mopping up, cleaning up, buying up all that kind of property.
Yeah.
Like, because Jeff Bezos was like, I want my Game of Thrones. Like, all right, we'll get your Game of Thrones. Even if we have to spend, how much did they spend on Lord of the Rings?
The Amazon series?
Yeah, that haven't even cast yet. Like
more than any movie could possibly cost.
Yeah, I think they already paid like over $250 million for it, and it's like they haven't written it yet.
Made it.
They haven't written it. They haven't cast the ratings roof, like any of that. So yeah, so she was Jane in Legend of Tarzan. God. She was in Goodbye Christopher Robin that came out last year.
Yeah, I keep wanting to watch it, and then I forget that it exists.
What the fuck's Terminal?
Is it like a sequel to Terminal?
I gotta.
Or is that
I
The
hope
Terminal?
so.
Or is it just Terminal?
No, the Tom Hanks one is The Terminal.
The Terminal.
The Terminal. In the dark heart of a sprawling, anonymous city, Terminal follows the twisting tales of two assassins carrying out a sinister mission.
Cool, I'm in. Who's
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
Mike Myers.
Give me in this movie.
Max Ired. Yeah, that's it as far as people we know. What is this movie? Okay, sure, why not? So that's a movie.
Some of those happen.
Yeah, that's a movie. Come on, that's a movie. Why don't you go back? What are you doing?
Who hates Margot Robbie?
Why though?
Who picked Margot Robbie?
I don't even. I can't reveal the names
I'm
on there.
I'm
like,
not asking you to out your.
Okay.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, when I'm putting together my top actors that I want to put forth, Margot Robbie just doesn't.
No, because she's still new.
She has nothing under her belt.
Right.
She's got like one movie, I think that.
Yeah.
Goodbye Tonya, but like.
Oh yeah, she is rumored to be Barbie. There's a Barbie movie coming out live action. Yeah.
Poor girl.
Oh yeah, she's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. She plays Sharon Tate actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino's latest film he's working on right now that's set during the time period of the Charlie Manson murders. I should emphasize, it's not about Charles Manson. It's just set in the time of Charlie Manson. That's it. I had to correct people so many times about that.
So Okay, what?
He's in the movie,
Okay,
but it's not about him.
sure.
It's more about the murders in the time period that the murders take place in, because it's about.
So Sharon Tate is probably going to play a pretty big role if it's Margot Robbie.
Yeah, probably.
Weird.
Yeah.
Who else is it? Oh, isn't Leo in that?
Leo,
And, like,
Brad Pitt, everyone's in that movie. Honestly,
Is this supposed to be his last movie? Is he done yet?
no, this is supposed to. So Tarantino has this thing where it's just like, oh, directing's a young man's game, and I'd rather be in it for a short period of time and have this great filmography as opposed to being to like my 80s, and I'm like, oh man, he really dropped the ball at the end.
I get it.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm more of the Kurosawa route. It's like, hey man, you keep directing till you die.
Yeah,
like,
dude, like if you love what you're doing.
if you know what you're doing, keep doing it until you literally can't do it anymore. No, so Tarantino's like, I want to do 10 films and I'm done.
Okay.
And
Is he done 10 yet?
He's up to 8. So he's done Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction,
Yep.
Jackie Brown.
Yep. Trying to go in order right now?
I'm trying to go in order.
I see you.
Planet Terror, which his version was Death Proof.
I like it.
Kill Bill, which he counts as, I went out of order unfortunately. Kill Bill, which counts as 1.
I would agree.
The Inglourious Bastards,
Yep.
Django, and Hateful Eight. So he's at 8.
So we got 2 more.
He's got 2 more. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then whatever the hell he wants to do with the 7th one. The Hateful Eight was so bad to me.
You hatefully hate the hate.
Not hatefully. It's just I just.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
What? No, it's not hatefully. I just remember watching it. Like there were times in that movie I literally said out loud, "What the hell are you doing?" It's a bad movie in my book, and that was the point of like, you know what, man, make your 2 movies. I don't care. I'm done. I probably won't watch this movie.
I like parts of the Hateful Eight. Most of them involve Walton Goggins.
He's good in that movie.
He's so goddamn good in that movie.
I think Samuel Jackson. I think it's the best thing he's done for Tarantino, and I don't say that lightly.
He was on fire in that movie.
He is.
I forgot.
He's pitched the complete game in that movie.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's throwing sliders. He's throwing like change up. He's dealing that movie.
Yeah, I've never been like a Tarantino guy. I like some of his stuff. I get it. He's violent and does shocking things.
He's cool,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
I guess.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, I'll watch this one.
Sure. Let me know how it is.
Well,
I kind of want to see because this is the first time Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are in a movie together.
That's weird.
It's
How
weird.
did that not happen sooner?
It's weird and it's fascinating because it's like those are 2 big guys in Hollywood who have never been in the same movie together. I'm just like, they have similar tastes and they don't at the same time.
Yep.
And it's just like they've battled each other as far as getting rights to things. One guy got it first and the other guy got it another time. And it's like it's fascinating. It's interesting they're going to be in the same movie together.
Finally doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, whatever. It's Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. So
let's steer back to the Margot Robbie.
yeah. So no, the big thing with Margot Robbie is I, Tonya.
That's it. Yes.
I don't say that.
No. I'm not saying that's all she has, but that's like her.
That's her crown
right
jewel.
now.
Yeah, that's her crown jewel.
That's her big achievement.
She got nominated for a number of awards across the board last year. She got nominated for the Best Actress category last year in the Oscars. She produced it as well.
I did not know that she produced that.
Yeah. She plays Tonya Harding.
She does.
Her accent's pretty good in it for overall.
I would, yes. There's not. I think there were like. I actually remember in the theater being like, "Gotcha," but like with one word, maybe.
Oh yeah,
there
were a couple times Australian slips in.
But
yeah,
no, she
overall, it's probably one of the
kind of. Where's Tonya Harding from? Like
Portland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's
real redneck.
Very rednecky.
Yeah.
And she like plays it up.
Yeah.
Pretty well in that movie.
Yeah.
And this is a movie I put off for a long time, like well after award seasons. Like,
why is that?
I don't like what I saw it. And I was like, okay, yeah.
That's how I felt too because I remember watching because
like.
I mean, I'll watch anything as long as it's good. I don't care about the genre, but it's just like I remember watching it. I'm just like because so many people like the movie, and some people were kind of turned off by the movie as well. So there's a little bit decisive factor with the movie,
sure.
And even the fact where it's like, okay, so we all know Tonya Harding ruined Nancy Kerrigan, right? Why are they making a biopic? Why is she on the red carpet? Why are we kind of glorifying her like in this way? So that was kind of weird. So I remember watching. I'm just like. I kind of came out the same way. I'm just like, okay, it's good. I don't know. I still to this reason don't know why Allison Janney won the Oscar for that movie.
You know damn well why she won.
Oh, the parrot. Yeah, of course. Okay, the parrot. Yeah. No, the parrot did a lot of the work. The swearing, the wig. Listen, it's Allison Janney. I'm not going to complain that Allison Janney has an Oscar because I love Allison Janney. I just wish it wasn't for this.
You could apply that to 80% of actors. It's
I know.
Like, oh, you got the Oscar for that one?
I'll just pretend she won it for The West Wing for whatever reason. She stole Laurie Metcalf's Oscar, damn it.
Yes, she did. She was fine in that movie, I guess.
But I remember just kind of watching the movie. I'm like, listen, if you want to nominate this for Oscars, go ahead, I guess. I'm just like, oh, yeah, all right.
It was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
It is fun.
For a heartbeat, I was like, did Adam McKay do this one too? Because like there's a lot of that, like looking at the camera and like talking.
Yeah, there's a lot of breaking the fourth wall. There's a lot of documentary notions of it. There's a lot of even like we're gonna play around with perspective where it's just like, like we're gonna show this scene, but we're gonna come back. It's like this didn't really happen.
Right. While
she fires a shotgun at her husband.
Yes.
So Sebastian Stan's my favorite part of the movie.
He could have gotten that supporting Oscar. I would have loved him to get nominated.
I would have too. Like
he was so good at that.
I thought he's incredibly.
I have never given a shit about Sebastian Stan.
Okay.
I thought he's fine. He's a guy.
Yeah.
And he movies and movies.
Yeah.
And then this movie, I was like, God damn, like he is on fire. Like he was so. I guess you're just used to Winter Soldier. That's his big thing.
Yeah.
And he's just very mute and robotic in all those roles.
Yeah.
And then just to see him show up and just be like this trashy, like the mustache. And
the mustache was great.
Oh my God, he was magnetic in that movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he's really good in the movie. Him and Robbie have great chemistry together.
They do. Don't know how I feel about her playing like 14-year-old herself with braces.
That was I
was like, come on, is that supposed to be like a funny thing? I don't like.
Yeah, that was kind of like, okay, they're trying to do the whole like, hey, remember when you were a kid and all the way up till all that, and it's just like.
No one's convincing me that Margot Robbie is 14 years old.
Right. It's like she went for it. She almost sold it for me. I was kind of like, I'm gonna let it go.
Yes, exactly.
We have to do it. But you're on thin ice, counselor. Like, I know I got the editing nomination because of the ice skating scenes. She did train for ice skating scenes. A lot of that's not her. That's the whole Natalie Portman thing.
You could tell.
That's the whole Natalie Portman and Black Swan thing.
Yes.
We're going to impose the face on the. But she did do some of it as well.
It off pretty well.
Yeah, those scenes are actually really good.
Yeah.
That's really well edited. I was gonna say like Allison Janney won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in the film. She's not even my favorite actress in the film. I love Nicole. I love Julianne Nicholson in general, but I loved her as the coach. Loved her as the coach. Like she was
very good.
She was very good. Like not that much real estate, not that much to kind of do, but at the same time when she came in, it's like.
Yep.
I love Julianne Nicholson. Listen, if she was in this hat, I would pick her. I would just write her name a million times. We just talk about Julianne Nicholson.
Well, that's unfair.
Why?
To Margot Robbie.
I know, but no. For Margot Robbie, again, I don't want to shortchange her because she is good in the movie.
She's got one Oscar scene at the end where she's pleading for her career.
I was gonna say that was because I remember the whole time like the movie is kind of like flat for me.
Yes,
like it's not bad, it's not great. It's
not bad.
Yeah,
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I was kind of sitting there and like, all right.
But this was a year for me. Like I'm into the weirdo shit. Like you give me The Shape of Water, give me a ghost story, and there was a lot of that this year.
Yeah, there was a lot of that last year.
So like I, Tonya, I was just like, yeah, I'll go see it. Like,
I know for me, I saw that when I was watching a movie. There was 1 week I watched a movie every day, and that was one of them. And I was just like, yeah, I'll watch I, Tonya. And it's like, yeah, it's like, all right, it's not bad. It's kind of going in space. And then we get to that scene where she's in the deposition. Yes. I'm like, oh, there it is.
There's the scene.
There is the scene.
And it really is just one scene. Like she's good in the movie.
Yeah. Again, I don't want to shortchange her. Like she is good in the movie.
She is very good. Like she makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm infuriated by her in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm sympathetic, and like I get it, but then you get to the courthouse and they're like, and you're Oscar. Like,
and not only that, it's like
I
remember even not even looking at it from a awards perspective, was just kind of seeing her break down gradually, where it's just like, I'll do the jail times. I can't. I need to skate. Like, there's nothing else I can do. Please let me skate. Please let me do it. Like, just kind of her. Like incoherently trying to barter with the judge, and the judge's like, no, "This isn't how American law works." Like I say, I give it. Like we're done here. Yeah. It's like, no, I need to, like I can't do. And then you kind of see like the montage of like her doing like celebrity stuff, like the boxing and all that. Yeah,
that was like the last scene of the movie.
Yeah,
her, like getting knocked down.
Yeah,
that was weird.
Which is a point of the movie. Like, hey, you're going to talk, you're going to knock down Tonya Harding because of who she is, but she's always going to get up and go again. But no, that deposition scene is amazing. And again, like you said, like when you, anytime there's a movie kind of played up for award season, you can kind of tell, like, okay, so if we're talking performances, what's going to be like the Oscar clip we're going to show during the Oscars?
Oscar clips, yes.
Yeah, and like that's the Oscar scene where it's
yes.
like you can see her breaking down and crying and talking about, I will do the jail time, just don't take away skating for me.
Is that like would you say that's probably like the best thing that she's done in her career? Is that scene?
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, I agree.
That and when she breaks up with Leonardo DiCaprio at the end of Wolf of Wall Street, where
finish that movie,
I know,
but go for it.
But how she is like just detached from him. He's talking, hey, good news, I could probably get a deal, and she's like, yeah, that's great. And she's detached, and he's like, I want to have sex with you, and he kind of rapes her. Not even kind of like it's kind of murky how they do it. And she's like, I'm divorcing you, I'm leaving you, I don't love you anymore. And the character just goes off. It's like he punches her, he grabs a pillow, takes a knife, stabs it. He has cocaine in it. He just sniffs a mountain of cocaine. He kidnaps the daughter and tries to leave, and he gets into a car wreck, and she's like flipping out. And it's like she's very much kind of like in the role of a Skylar White in Breaking Bad, where it's just like, oh, the hot blonde who's like, hey, maybe she'll probably go with the guy. Kind of schemes and attitude. And it's like, well, no, she's a mother. Like, how would you feel if your husband reacted like this? It's like, it's a very realistic thing, but unfortunately, a lot of fans don't see it that way. So it's either that scene for me is probably one of the best things Margot Robbie has done, and then the court scene. I mean, I, Tonya in general, but specifically that deposition scene at the end of I, Tonya is probably the best thing she's done.
I do want to go back really quick and talk about Time.
Yeah.
Because she does have a very fun scene with Donald Gleason in that movie.
I don't remember what she does in
she's
that movie.
Like his love interest that he's kind of been obsessed with his whole life. And then...
real quick. When you're married to Rachel McAdams...
No. He hasn't met Mary. It's like his childhood sweetheart.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yes, no.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was going to say, like...
This is all... He knew her before he knew Rachel McAdams in the movie. And the whole plot... The whole, like, gimmick of that movie is he finds out that he can travel back in time.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
All the men in his family. And there's a really fun scene where he is traveling back to a moment in his like late teens or early 20s when he's basically professing his love to Margot Robbie, and she just keeps like being like, oh, no, like you're kind of like a brother to me, and they just play the scene like 3 or 4 times where he just keeps trying to change little things.
Yeah.
And she just that's his like lesson learned, like, oh, you can't make someone love you. But that was a fun scene, that seeing her different reactions to that, because he plays it differently.
I was gonna say, like, listen, if you're married to Rachel McAdams, you're good.
You're good.
You're good.
What are you doing?
Don't fuck it up. Don't like listen. Don't.
You know what? I'll give it to him. Later in the movie, he's in love with Rachel McAdams. Margot Robbie shows up, and he's like, no.
Attaboy. I wish someone wrote Donald Gleason in his hat, because we could talk about Donald Gleason all night.
I will stay up till the sun comes out and longer.
It's just talking about Donald Gleason.
Wait, is Donald Gleason not in that hat?
No, he's not.
You put him in that hat for the next episode. And put it on like a red piece of paper.
Right. we gotta stuff the ballot. So that's the thing, Margot Robbie. Like, she's an up-and-comer.
Yes.
She's producing a lot more.
Yes.
As a lot of women are, a lot of female actors are, because unfortunately, when you get to a certain point, it's like, oh, hey, where are the roles? And it's just like, So it's just like you start producing. So she's doing this one thing where she wants to take Shakespeare plays and then do them for women.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so do the point of view from a woman's side.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I know that she's actively just working no matter what, which I like a lot about her. Again, she doesn't have a huge filmography to look at.
Right, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, she's still up and coming. She's as old as I am, you know. But I do hear a lot about her just wanting to do anything.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Writing, producing.
Yeah.
That Shakespeare thing sounds awesome.
No, it does. I remember when I first read it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Is that something that she wants to do with film or like actual on the stage?
I don't remember. I think, and again, this is something I can look back and I could correct later. But I think that. Yeah, I don't remember what medium it is. I want to say movies. It might be plays. It might be anything, honestly. But it's I remember hearing that news. Like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm not really a Shakespeare guy. I've never really cared about Shakespeare. But that would be.
I care about Shakespeare. Just raise my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself.
All right, I'm gonna like Shakespeare.
I don't know, like powdered wig shit just drives me nuts. But
doesn't think powdered wigs.
I know. I'm being super obnoxious. But no, to see that spin on it would be very fucking cool.
No, but she's very much an up-and-comer.
Yes. So there's not like So aside from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, does she have anything else?
She's got Suicide Squad 2 coming out. She's got there's a couple things in her IMDb that she has pending.
The DC stuff.
Yeah, she's doing the DC stuff. Barbie. Oh, she's supposed to be in the Rachel Ailes project, the one with John Lithgow and Charlize Theron.
Okay.
Yeah, so that just got dropped by Annapurna Productions. I think who picked that up recently? I forget who picked it up. But some studio just picked it up. So that's going to be happening. The Joker Harley Quinn movie who knows if that's going to be done?
We'll just say she has a lot of ambiguous DC movies that may or may not get made after.
Because I think that's all what DC's making.
They don't. Like, they have no idea. It's infuriating.
Oh, she's got the movie that's coming out this year, Queen of the Scots, with Saoirse Ronan.
Oh, shit. Yeah, how did we forget about that?
No, because that's the weird thing about that movie. Like, the trailer came out, people were like, "Oh, it looks great!" Like, everyone was like,
"Oh shit!" And then
Saoirse and Margot, yeah, in the same movie, especially right after they both got nominated.
Yes.
I remember the trailer came out. I was like, "Okay, yeah, let's do this," and then nothing.
Dead silence.
And then that movie kind of disappeared. I don't know.
Is it just like who knows? Like, oh man, because that looks cool. I'm not into period pieces, but like when in their.
Oh no, sorry. She is playing Queen Elizabeth.
She's playing Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Saoirse Ronan's playing like the.
Yeah, she's playing Mary.
Oh, that sounds so goddamn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, sign me up for that.
So, did they, it's like, when
you think Lucas Hedges is in that movie?
He's not.
Oh, that's surprising.
It is surprising, considering he's in every movie. He's in every movie. Gemma Chan's in it? Fuck! I gotta watch it now. Listen, I bought season 6 for Gemma Chan. Whatever she's in, I am watching it.
That's your excitement.
I didn't fuck.
Oh my
Guy
God.
Pearce is in it too. So it's like Joe Alwyn is in it. David Tennant's in it.
Dude, who's making this movie?
I don't think it's anyone really prominent. Yeah. It is Josie Rourke. So a woman. Okay, that's cool. Especially with this kind of movie, but
yeah, I forgot this. Yeah, because I remember that.
Yeah, so apparently it's supposed to come out December 7th. So we've got some time. But yeah,
cool,
yeah,
bring it on.
That trailer came out. People were kind of into it. It's like, okay, you got two.
I remember for one day, Facebook was for my Facebook was just like, oh shit, y'all see this? And then the next day,
that's what social media was in general. It was just like, oh, okay, we got two people who just got nominated for Oscars in the same. I love when that happens.
Yes,
I really love when that happens. So it's just like, and then the movie kind of disappeared, and it's like when all the other movies started coming out. I don't know if it's. And this is the thing I mentioned before we started recording, because it's like it might be a weak kind of best actress field right now anyway.
Right now, I've got Toni Collette.
Toni Collette, Lady Gaga, Melissa McCarthy.
Yep.
How
was that? What is that movie called? It's got a weird name.
It does. Fuck it. Is it called?
Some weird shit like "I'm sorry I hurt your feelings" or something like that.
Can you ever forgive me?
Can you ever forgive me?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I didn't see it. It's still making the rounds as far as it made the rounds of festival goes, and it's like
come out yet?
I don't think it's come out wide yet.
I actually wanted to see that.
Yeah. And they're saying Richard E. Grant's really good in it as well. He might get a Best Supporting nomination, Actress nomination. So that there's that one. There's
I think right now my
again the three women between the fair with Olivia Colman, Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz. Who knows how that's going to play out? Nicole Kidman for The Destroyer, maybe. There's a couple of things you kind of play around with, but this might favor.
That's right there for.
This might favor either Saoirse Ronan or Margot Robbie to kind of sneak in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see about that. I got to see A Star Was Born, so I haven't spoken on Lady Gaga yet, but I've been keeping like a running tally in my head of like who I'm picking for come award season, and right now I've just got Toni Collette in Hereditary.
Yeah, and again, I don't like that movie, but Toni Collette's amazing.
She brought it.
She brought it for sure, and a good chunk of the reason why I don't like the movie is because they kind of forgot about her at the end. It's like
literally cut her head off.
Yeah, yeah, they did. But I think if you're gonna buy stock, or if you're gonna draft anyone pretty high as far as actors working right now. As far as women go, I think Margot Robbie probably be in the top 10.
Great call. Yes, no, she's going places.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, she's already got one nomination.
Yeah,
that's at age 28.
Yeah,
that's great.
That is, and I assume she'll get more. So
for sure.
Again, not that much we can talk about as far as this one because she doesn't have a big filmography. Should we do another one?
Yeah, let's do a little double header.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me pick. I got this one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I want to pick unless you're all in on it.
I'll do it again.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, you do it.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do a little shake.
Because I want to see what clues you're gonna give me to try and guess.
I'm nervous. Okay. I've got the paper in my hand. I'm closing the head.
Okay.
Giving it back to you.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. Fuck my ass. Okay.
Do you want to pick again or
no? Because we can finish the episode and then some on this one. That's your first clue.
Okay.
He's I don't even know where the fuck to start.
Is it DiCaprio?
No.
Okay.
I would say we could start in like the 80s. And he's been.
Because I think there's two people on the list that I can think of that started in the 80s.
He might have started earlier. Maybe 70s.
Oh.
No. I'm trying to.
Okay.
I can't get it. Okay. He's got at least one win under his belt.
Okay.
He's done 5 billion movies.
Okay.
Roughly.
Okay.
Give or take a few. There's like I don't want to give it away because I do want you to guess it.
No. Like, I'm just give me some attributes. Give me a line. Give me.
All right. Older guy.
Okay. Is it Hanks?
It's Hanksy.
It's Tom Hanks. Yeah. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Uncle Hanksy.
Okay, so Tom Hanks.
No, I was gonna say we can finish this and 2 more episodes with Tom Hanks. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here, let's look up Tom Hanks real quick. Because the thing is, I know Tom Hanks was born in California.
Okay. I don't know much background about Tom Hanks except for that, like, everyone loves Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Concord, California. He started. Well, okay, let's kind of do an overview.
Go for it.
Tom Hanks has weirdly kind of gotten this point of his career where I don't think he's appreciated now.
No.
He's weirdly underrated.
Him and Spielberg.
I mean,
there's a couple. Like, I would even say Scorsese. Like,
I don't think Scorsese.
No?
I think people still recognize Scorsese as the best working director right now in America. I think Spielberg has definitely been underrated as well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because Tom Hanks is so good, and he's been so good for so long.
He's just the most reliable guy.
He's so reliable, and not only that, I feel like Hanks. This is really interesting. I think since maybe Captain Phillips, he's been in this kind of portion of his career where it's just like he's doing interesting, unique things that are way different from what he did before. Because he had that run from like Captain Phillips, he did Walt Disney and Saving Mr. Banks, Sully,
Bridge of Spies,
The Post. Like, those are incredible films. Like, he's really good in all
those.
those.
Outstanding fucking movies, and every one of them, I feel like I could go out and ask 10 people and be like, I didn't fucking bother.
Oh, probably not.
Which I'm just like, we can fucking do it. Like,
yeah, but those performances are so damn good.
Good. I want to talk about most of them, but we'll see. He's kind of considered America's dad. He's one of the most popular. That was what I was going to go with, but that was way too easy of a clue.
Yes,
he's America's dad.
He's one of 2 of the most popular actors right now, him and Denzel Washington.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is one of the...
They're both contemporaries as well.
Yes. Tom Hanks is one of the most well-known actors ever.
Yeah.
Like, I could ask my 12-year-old brother, and he'd be like, yeah, I know who Tom Hanks is.
I know who Tom Hanks is.
Yeah.
He's Woody.
Right.
Had a great 90s run.
Uh-oh. Should we move?
What?
We're getting misted. You liking it? You liking the ambiance? It's like we're in the Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, God.
We should have done this in the Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, with all the sounds and everything.
It would have been really bad.
Yeah.
We can let it ride.
Yeah, we'll let it ride.
Let's let it ride.
Yeah. No, but Tom Hanks had a hell of a 90s where I'm trying to think off the top of my head. He had Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, what he won his first Oscar for. Oh, no, sorry. Even before that, A League of Their Own, because that was kind of where he became, oh, shit, Tom Hanks is not just a funny guy. He's got some depth.
Because he was a comedian.
He's a comedian first and foremost. Turner and Hooch, Big, all that stuff.
Was like, Big was...
Big in the 90s, big in the 80s, which was in the 80s, but, big comedian in the 80s, and then kind of transitioned. League of Their Own was kind of like...
Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's when his first Oscar for...
Gump.
Which I despise for the passion, but he won his Oscar for...
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Apollo 13.
Yeah.
That thing you do.
Yeah. His directorial debut.
Which is a good movie.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
And then you I think You've Got Mail is probably the first wall he hits. Not even wall, but like...
Not even wall, really.
I was reading this list out loud. I was just like, he's on fire. And it's like, oh, You've Got Mail. Okay, he made that.
Yeah, because you're a guy who doesn't like romantic comedies.
I do. I certainly do. I just gushed about Time. I loved that movie.
Yeah, it's a weird movie of time travel.
Well, yeah, I'm a little... Whatever. You've got me pegged.
No, but... God, where to start with Tom Hanks?
Where to start? Big? Is that I
was gonna ask you. So, what are your favorite Tom Hanks performances?
Well, I mean, it's a little tough for me because I'm so fresh in my mind is Sully, Bridge of Spies, all this new kind of era that Tom Hanks is in. That's all really fresh
Tom
in my
Hanks.
mind. Yes. My favorite of all time. I have a really soft spot for Sleepless in Seattle.
Okay.
I watched that at a very weird young age.
Yeah.
And appreciated it when I was 8.
Yeah.
Which was, that's a weird thing for an 8-year-old to be like, I like this movie. But I really like Sleepless in Seattle. It might be Bridge of Spies. But that's
I remember.
so fresh in my mind.
No. Bridge of Spies is great. Like, I remember watching that movie. And I'm going to out myself here a little bit. I was the only one in the theater, so I was texting a critic buddy of mine at the same time. And he was like, "Put your fucking phone away." And I was like, "Okay, fine." But it's like there's a scene.
He's this guy's career.
Oh, absolutely.
What?
There's a scene where he's in the cafe talking to one of the agents that approaches him to try to do the deal to get to trade Mark Rylance for Gary Powers, the pilot.
The one where he has like that humongous breakfast.
That
scene.
Oh, it might be, if I remember correctly. But he kind of goes like on this little monologue, and the camera's kind of pushing in on him, and I was just like, "Holy fuck, Tom Hanks!" Like, it's not even like a complicated scene. It's not anything like, again, it's a Spielberg and Hanks just dealing on.
Is this the thing about Tom Hanks? Because right now, everyone knows who Tom Hanks is.
Yeah,
he's been around forever.
Yeah,
he makes great movies. Is him being underappreciated right now, which he is. You know, everyone hears Tom Hanks and go, "Oh yeah, cool, he's got a new movie, whatever." Is it because he's not showy? Is it because he's subtle? And because in Bridge of Spies, like, he's not out there like hamming it up.
No.
And just like that scene you're talking about, like that's most of what he's doing right now.
Yeah, he's again, it's just him in a chair sitting down. Yeah, the post.
He's hardly in. Like he's there. He's
great.
There.
He's playing Jason Robards in All the President's Men, playing Ben Bradley.
Yes.
So it's like, because when you think of Ben Bradley, you think of Jason Robards in All the President's Men. Most people do, but he kind of puts his own spin on it, and I liked him in that movie. Like, he's got the gruff voice, and I like him in that. So that's probably the most showy he's been in a while.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you might be right on that, because
I think a lot of people want that. Like, for me, I like Ham. You know what I mean? I like
Ham's good.
Like when actors ham it up a little bit.
I think it has to be appropriate, though. I think it's been
yes.
appropriately, though. The thing that kind of kills me about the Best Actor Oscar in recent memory, or even just in general, when you kind of look down the list, and I'm unfortunately a big enough nerd where I can kind of give you the whole list of the winners who won Best Actor.
You impress me. I won't lie.
How do you know if that's impressive?
I take the compliment. I'm impressed.
But most of the winners in recent memory are for actors that are showy, and not just showy. They are begging for it.
Yes.
I think the worst is Redmayne and DiCaprio.
Thank you.
In recent memory.
Big time Redmayne, big time DiCaprio for The Revenant.
And because I think for most people, I had a friend who said this to me even last night. They were talking about most people, they just look at the performances as far as if they can kind of quantify Oscars, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. For someone like me who's kind of really inside baseball, deep in this thing, but the Oscars tries to do this thing where it's like, okay, because it's like, how do you talk about acting? It's really hard to talk about acting. Yeah. It's hard to quantify what acting is. So if you have someone
grade it on a 1 to 10 scale.
Right.
It's really about how it makes you feel.
Right.
And how you're taking the performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So the Academy usually kind of goes for someone like, oh, that's acting. You could tell they're acting.
Yes.
They're doing an accent. They lost weight. They dressed down. They put some. They took the makeup off.
They sure did that Gary Oldman thing.
They did stuff like that. And not even just Gary. I mean, Gary Oldman, not just Gary Oldman, but even De Niro's done that as well.
Yes.
But it's like they settle on just trying to do quote unquote big acting.
Big, yes, big.
And it's big acting that caters a lot to what awards are trying to go for. I think
a perfect example would be last year with the Best Lead Actor. Because you have Timothée Chalamet, who puts in a fucking amazing, just really emotional and personal performance.
Yeah, Chalamet, you have Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out.
Which is, Daniel Kaluuya does a lot of really quiet stuff in that movie.
Right, Daniel Day-Lewis in Phantom Thread.
Yep.
And then anybody else on that? That was
Denzel.
Denzel,
that movie.
I did. I think I'm in a more minority. He's doing the hammy acting. He's doing okay, I'm gonna grab these glasses, get this afro, I'll get those teeth right there, put it in. I'll try a couple of for the character. And the movie is really uneven.
Okay.
Because it's Dan Gilroy, that's his first movie he did after Nightcrawler. So I was expecting
bummer.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like,
Nightcrawler was a swish for me.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So I was expecting good things. I remember watching. I'm just like, okay. But Colin Farrell's the best thing in that movie for me.
Well,
but
Colin Farrell's the best thing in any movie he's in.
Pretty much.
But with with talking about these big hammy performances,
Yeah.
that Timothée Chalamet had the best performance in that list for me.
He had the best performance of the year for me.
Okay, that's a fair statement. He's fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
And then they gave it to most actor Gary Oldman.
Yeah, and even that is like...
I'm not mad about it.
No, I'm not either. And the thing is with that, it's like, yeah, sure, he did spend like, a cumulative 100 hours in the makeup chair, become Winston Churchill, all that. He had the voice. Gary Oldman was a master of voices, for
Fantastic,
one. Yeah.
yes.
So it's not just that, but at the same time, it's like he had the narrative. It's like, this is the guy who's only been nominated twice. Despite the fact what his political situation might be, personal political situation, Gary Oldman is an all-timer. Like he's done everything from The Contender to Dracula, people to the Dark Knight trilogy.
You can make that joke that I don't know what Gary Oldman actually looks like. That's like a thing I go. I really don't know what he looks like.
I love that.
Every movie he's in, I'm like, who the fuck is like? Zorg, like, what are you doing in
this
movie?
So I think it was a narrative first and foremost for him.
Okay.
And again, it does the same thing. It's like it's a biopic. He plays a real guy. Is doing war.
Yes.
You had all that stuff. Hanks has kind of moved away from that because I feel like the two movies he won the Oscars for, Philadelphia '93 and then Forrest Gump '94, back to back. He's done performances that eclipse those movies and then some.
10 times over.
Even like Saving Private Ryan might be the best performance of that decade from him.
Probably. Probably.
And it's just like, again, it's somber, it's warm, it's frustrating. Like he kind of puts you through the emotional gauntlet. I mean, Spielberg puts you through the gauntlet in general, but he puts you through the emotional gauntlet. And it's like that scene where he talks about like where he reveals his teacher from Pennsylvania. Yes. It's like, hey, what's the pot up to now? What's it up to? I'm a school teacher. And that kind of diffuses that situation they're in. And everyone's like, oh, son of a bitch, I did a school teacher, really? Right. So it's like, that was a really good moment. And so I love his performance, Saving Private Ryan. I love, again, like you said, I love him in Bridge of Spies. Captain Phillips, I think about a lot. Especially the last scene where after he gets rescued by the Navy, he just breaks the fuck down. The heavy breathing. He's like, it's like just the nurse, like, hey, that was a real nurse.
Outstanding.
Yeah, that was a real nurse, by the way. And it's like just kind of walking him through, like, hey, talk to me, look at me, calm down, breathe in, breathe out. And it's like, it's just like, because like that, I mean, the movie's good for the most part. The performance is good. And then just like a walk away home run. It's just like, where the hell? Like,
yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Sully? Like, what's going on with Sully?
I was blown.
That movie's incredible.
Like,
why does no one talk about Sully? Are people ashamed to talk about Sully?
I was blown away about how good Sully is. Because listen,
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Because here's the thing.
Watching.
Eastwood is the perfect example of Tarantino's thesis of being too old and still.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Eastwood has great trailers. He does. Like, the Mule's a great trailer.
Yes.
American Sniper is a great trailer.
Sure.
Like, that guy has great trailers. And then you kind of watch the movies and it's like, oh, no, Clint, baby, what happened? Like, listen, we gotta put you in the old folks home now. But it's just like, so the trailers are good. And then I remember watching Sully, I was like, oh, fuck it, it's on HBO, I'll give it a shot. I remember, like, in the middle of it, I was like,
oh, this is fucking great.
Not only that, it's like, are you sure Eastwood directed this? Like, like the camera shots are artistically done. The editing is crisp. You can tell he's kind of awake. It's like,
no, and that's one of the things is, and I'll always, I mean, it's my fault. I'll always blame myself for this, but I'm way more into like artsy or like, you know, weird decisions, even if they don't work. You know, like, Clint Eastwood's just not my guy. You know, Clint Eastwood is very. I mean, you know, he started in the Hollywood system. He started in the '50s. He kind of came through Rawhide and television. So he's very much kind of like, okay, you kind of, you know, you put the shot in assembly, you put it all together. Yes. Like, he's very much kind of like that kind of director. Yes.
So you're not gonna get like.
No, you're not gonna get weird stuff.
No, you're not gonna get weird stuff. You're gonna like he's very much a guy like, all right, I put the picture together, we locked it in, and we're gonna go hit the links of the golf course. Like, great. Like, yeah, he's very much that kind of like meat and potatoes director.
That's a good way of putting it. But with Sully, I was like sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking, right? I'm like, my brain started. I'm like, ooh.
Because like
he made decisions here.
Yeah, he made not just decisions.
At some point in that movie, he was like, "What if we did this instead?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Not even decisions. Like, even inspired decisions. Like, because we see the point of view of the plane coming down the Hudson in multiple point of views from different perspectives, from audience members, It's crisp. That movie's like 90 minutes too.
Tight movie.
It's a tight, short movie.
Tight.
So it's just
It
like
is so fucking good.
No, it's. I remember just being. I watched with my friend on my birthday a couple years ago. I just remember just being balled over. I was like, I can't believe someone made this movie. Especially because that came out in 2016.
And no one talked about it.
No, I mean, they were talking about like maybe Tom Hanks may get his Oscar nomination,
Yes.
and he probably should have, but it's just like he didn't, unfortunately.
But
But
he was great in that movie too.
he's incredible in that
fucking
movie.
Amazing.
Aaron Eckhart's good in that movie too.
Yo, Aaron Eckhart's mustache.
Yes.
I made a joke earlier this year about how his lip didn't get Best Supporting Actor for
Which is a
fucking
shame.
holding all of that up.
Which is a shame.
He looked wonderful. He was great in that movie.
He was good in that movie.
What's going on with Aaron Eckhart?
I don't know.
He just like shows up. He's like, I guess I need to make some money, and then he disappears forever.
Right. He'll come in and it's like, oh yeah, I'll do some movies, and like, where'd Aaron Eckhart go?
Hey, anyone seen Aaron?
But no, Tom Hanks is great in that movie.
I'm all about whatever he's doing right now. Like
Yeah.
his phase right now, and like he's doing that Mr. Rogers thing, and
He's
I'm
doing
like,
Mr. Rogers,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Especially
Maybe
considering like we had the Mr. Rogers documentary came out this year, which I loved.
very good,
And
very
yeah, to
cried in
see-
the theater.
Yeah, and then to kind of see, the the narrative feature version of Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers. Again,
Yes.
what a great casting
Good
decision.
call. Good
Yeah,
call.
to have someone like Fred Rogers and Tom Hanks playing, like, yeah, that just works across so many levels. I'm trying to think of other performance I like off the top of my head that from him.
Tom Hanks. I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean,
Catch Me If You Can.
he's so good at Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me. What is the fucking joke that he tells in the car with those two cops?
I don't remember.
It was like, knock, knock, go fuck yourself, or something like that. And it's just like the best thing I've ever. I love.
He's got that goofy accent.
Oh, he's hamming it up in that one.
Comic books. They're comic books. If we're talking about Catch Me If You Can, that's low key one of Spielberg's best movies,
I love
and that's
that movie.
low key in the top 5 of DiCaprio's performances.
I would agree. No, I would agree 100%. It's weird for me to call that low key because that's one that my dad showed me. And anytime my dad shows me anything, because my dad is not an artsy person, doesn't care about things. Anytime he shows me something, I immediately am like, yes, Dad, show me, talk to me, let's connect.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, dude, Catch Me If You Can. And I was like, all right, cool. And we watched it, and like that was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
So it's weird when I talk about Catch Me If You Can because in my eyes, it's a big deal.
Okay.
But it just kind of flies under the radar.
It does.
It's just there.
It does.
And
It's
I love it.
No, I love it too. It's yeah, it's just
That's a top 5 Spielberg for me.
yeah.
For
It's,
sure.
it's I mean, Spielberg has at least 9 masterpieces under his belt, and it's
Yeah,
like
it's-
that's you can make a case for that one. You mentioned before one movie I don't like is Castaway.
I'm not mad at you about that.
Yeah, I never.
Not mad at you about
For me,
that movie.
personally, the better version of that movie is All Is Lost with Robert Redford. I
haven't seen it.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
And it's like Castaway is just like, yeah, it's Tom Hanks. He's with the volleyball.
He did the volleyball.
Yeah. Wilson.
Oh shit, the cops are coming.
That was expected. It was only a matter of time.
No, Castaway. I've got a buddy who talks about Castaway like it's the Holy Grail, and I'm like, really? That's the one you go for? And I like it. It's fine, but that's one that slips my mind a lot. I just kind of forget that anyone made that movie.
Yeah, and it's like he's fine in it. I mean, he's one of, especially because that came out 2000. That was the last time he got nominated as well for an Oscar,
Which is nuts. He hasn't been
it's-
nominated in 18 years.
which doesn't make sense.
No. What?
Sean Penn's won 2 Oscars in that time period, which is
Wait, hold on.
again. Sean Penn's my go. I hate Sean Penn personally. I don't use the word hate lightly. I hate Sean Penn, but it's just like Sean Penn is my barometer.
You know what?
Anytime someone
Anyone
mentions,
listening to this podcast, if you like Sean Penn, you turn this shit off. You fucking find me on Facebook and we're going toe to toe. Who are you? Sean Penn.
Sean Penn is my barometer. Anyone talks about, oh, they don't deserve the Oscar for this. Look, Sean Penn is 2 of these. Shut the fuck up. Like. But it's like so much has happened in that time period since he's been nominated. But Tom Hanks, that's not something he's been nominated. And like Bill Simmons on The Ringer, he mentioned this as well. Like if you're gonna spend almost an entire movie of one guy on the island in that time period, Tom Hanks is maybe 1 or 2 on your list.
Yeah. That checks out.
Yeah, it's like someone who has to interact with a volleyball, like someone who has to make fire, someone who's trying to get away, grow the beard, like get off the island, like.
Someone who you innately look at and just root for.
Yeah.
You know?
And not only that, but it's like, hey, if I'm going to be stuck on an island, that's my guy.
That's totally true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's like he might have been the only person who can made that film. I don't. Once he gets off the, again, this happens to me sometimes. Like once they get out of the island, the room, or something, like the movie kind of falls apart for me. And he goes back to Ellen Hunt, and he has a fork in the road at the little end. It's like, oh god, okay, so I guess I get it. You should have ended the movie already. Like I don't know why it's still going.
You said that the Robert Redford movie is your ideal version of Castaway.
Yeah.
Mine is for sure Swiss Army Man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean that's not well.
I will.
Yeah.
I will go to bat for Swiss Army Man any day of the week. I love that movie.
Yeah.
But let's get back into Tom Hanks before I go on a Swiss Army Man
like you
tangent.
mentioned, like Apollo 13.
You know what? Let's just forget everything. You and me. Let's just talk about Forrest Gump.
Sure. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that.
No, we could. Like I despise the movie, and anytime people bring it up, you're like, "Togo, why do you hate that movie?"
Now you probably hate it for a lot of great reasons.
I do.
I hate it for a lot of different reasons. And
go ahead, please. Yeah.
It's just morally a bad movie to watch.
Oh, that's honestly the foundation of why I hate the movie.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page here because when I watched that movie as a kid, this is another one that my dad showed me.
Oh
I lived with my dad in New Jersey for a couple years. When I was maybe a year, I don't know. I was a baby.
Yeah.
But I remember watching this in his basement every day. And just loving Forrest Gump. And then, like, at some point I watched it when I was, like, 18 or 19 and was like, is she about to actually have sex with him? Like, oh, no. This is terrible.
Because that's the thing with Forrest Gump. It's a very nostalgic movie. It's very much, and I had a critic friend who mentioned this as well. It's the best example. It's the best description of it. It's a baby boomer blowjob. It is very much like, okay, here's the greatest hits of the 20th century.
Oh, wow.
And that's kind of what that movie is.
Totally is.
And it's like, for a lot of millennials, they watch that movie with like their parents who was like, oh, I remember, protest Vietnam. I remember the feminist movement. I remember when Apple came around. I remember the China, like all that stuff. And it's just like, that's kind of almost like flipping in a yearbook. So they hear the quotes and it's like, oh, my parents love this movie, so I love this movie.
Correct.
And hopefully, it's almost the same thing like Aaron Rand or like maybe something else. It's like, okay, yeah, you saw it as a freshman when you're young, and then hopefully when you get older, you realize it's bad.
I cringe when I think about the things
So do
that
I.
happen in this movie.
Like that movie's so apprehensible to women, it's galling.
Oh my god!
Like just having this stuff like Sally Field sleep with the principal to get into school, everything with Jenny. It's like this movie ruins Jenny. And it's like it's funny how like Democrats and Republicans are kind of bat and forth. Like oh, Democrats like oh, Forrest Gump's our movie, Republicans are our movie, and it's like after a while,
neither of you guys should want this movie.
Well, one true, and then the Democrats after a while is like yeah, you guys can have it.
You guys can fucking have this
movie. It's all yours.
Yeah.
Because that movie's just like.
Oh, that's funny.
That movie is like when...
I like that you didn't even flinch when I said we're going to just talk about Forrest Gump. You're like, fuck it, I'm in.
No, I thought you were serious. No, but the thing is, it's like...
When have I been serious?
Okay, that's a good point. The thing with that movie is... It shows Forrest Gump just kind of stumbling through life and achieving everything. So the movie's kind of saying, fuck you if you try to achieve a life. Fuck you if you try to work hard at things. Because here's a literal dumb person, and again, this is the 90s, unfortunately, like, you hear things like retard and stuff like that at the time. So here's a literal mentally handicapped person who's doing everything that you want to do, but you can't. Because fuck you. That's what
Never looked at it that way, but that's completely true. I love...
Because look what happens to Jenny. Like, she tries to go to school, she tries to protest, she gets into a bad crowd, she does drugs. Like, she experiences...
dog shit life.
Yeah, and she experiences that time period, but she's the one who kind of goes through all that. How dare she be a feminist? How dare she try drugs? How dare she do all these other things that kind of happen in this time period?
How do you feel about Tom Hanks' performance in that movie?
It's good. It is objectively good.
Okay.
It's fine. It's... Again, you want to talk about Ham? I mean,
no, that's probably the ham. Is that the hammiest thing he's done? That's gotta be Polar Express.
That might be up there. I think Forrest Gump might be the hammiest thing. But the funny thing is, it actually works in service of the movie.
100%, yes.
Because that's kind of the point.
I agree.
Yeah. Yes. So, like, I will say one good thing about Forrest Gump.
Hold on, let me get a notepad.
I'm going to be on record now. But, like, no, it's when...
What the fuck? It's redundant for me to get a notebook. We're recording this. I'm stupid.
Visual, audio media. No, but the one good thing I think in Forrest Gump is when Jenny brings him to the apartment. You see Haley Joel Osment there, and is like, oh, who's that? His name's Forrest. Oh, just like my name, just like his daddy's name. And then Forrest is like, wait, what? Like, I don't, because you know Forrest Gump. And then Jenny's like, that's your son, Forrest. And then it's kind of see Tom Hanks eternalize that,
oh man,
break it
so
down,
good in that scene.
and then keep in mind this is Forrest, so he's still a little slow, but he still understands what this means. And then Forrest goes over, sits next to him, and he starts bonding with his son he didn't know. And it's like, that's a good scene.
That is a great scene.
Yeah.
That's a scene that I forgot about.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many fucking scenes in that movie.
I mean, the movie's pretty much all about scenes.
Yes. I forgot about that. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
Good for that movie. It did one good scene.
Yeah. And then, of course, it kills off Jenny because this movie's going to. And then at the end, it's like, when Forrest Jr. goes on the bus, Forrest is like, I'm just going to sit here and wait for you. That's a good walk away. That's actually legit good. Like, when we see Forrest actually interact as a human being,
yeah,
that's actually good. So I got to give props for that.
That's good. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, no, that does.
Everything else, the reason people love this movie is honestly because it's nostalgia, and I hate nostalgia with a passion.
I agree. 100%. I love this movie for a very long time.
No, I think a lot of people did. I did too. Like
showed it to me.
I same thing with me. It was like I watched it so many times. You know the lines. You do it with friends.
It's also like one of the most like quoted movies.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's one of those movies.
You do the shrimp bit. You're talking about Gary Sinise. You're talking about Jenny and all
Lots
that stuff.
Lots of chocolates.
Yeah, exactly. All that stuff. And it's like, yeah, I get it. But again,
Run for it. Yeah,
Run for it.
That movie's just chock full of
quotes.
But
it's hopefully one of those things where it's like, okay, you go nuts as a kid. When you get a little older, please come back to this and realize all the things that are wrong with it.
Yeah, yes, 100%.
My favorite thing I learned about this movie was from the Rewatchables podcast with Bill Simmons and Sean Fancy on The Ringer. They talked about like some facts about the movie. Tom Hanks he waived his fee coming up with the movie. So what that usually means is if you have a smaller movie, depending on who the actor is, their salary will count against the budget. So sometimes to get the movie made, an actor will waive their fee. Like, okay, pay me, I'll take the back end deal.
Sure.
I'll get paid based on how much money this movie made.
Yes.
This movie made so much money in the 90s. It was a huge blockbuster. He got paid $40 million for this movie. When I heard that, I was like, fuck yeah, Hanks. Attaboy.
That's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
He's probably still making money off this movie. Like,
absolutely.
Like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Toy Story, like that alone, I can imagine.
God. Yeah.
I can imagine him just getting the residual checks. Like, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah. Put that in the bank.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on with his career, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Toy Story is another one that everyone is gonna flock to.
Which is funny because it's like when you look at the filmography of Tom Hanks, that's kind of one where it's just like, oh, that's kind of like under the radar for him because he's an ensemble.
Yes.
It's I mean, and I don't want to say because it's animation, but you still hear his voice. But it's just like. That's like the Tom Hanks is where it's like Toy Story. It's like you kind of forget about it when you look at his filmography.
Yes, like I'm like looking at it right now. It's crazy because you got Toy Story, you got The Green Mile, the greatest movie ever made. You've got I'm just kidding. He's got Road to Perdition.
Good movie.
Good fucking movie.
And I hate Sam Mendes' work.
It's a great movie.
I remember I watched that. I watched that years later because that was 2002. I remember correctly.
Correct.
Paul Newman got an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He's good in that. Daniel Craig plays like this whiny little son. That's interesting. But I remember I watched that years later it came out. Because by that time, Sam Mendes won Best Director for American Beauty. He did Road to Perdition, and then he did the Jarhead, and then Revolutionary Road. So I think I watched it after Revolutionary Road.
Okay.
I went back and watched Road to Perdition, and I was like, this can't be Sam Mendes.
It's good.
Like, the directing is good.
It's a good movie. I watched.
I was bad again, like Sully. I was like, how did Eastwood do this? That's how I was with Sam. Like, how did Sam Mendes make this? There's a tone here.
I wake up once or twice a week and go, Sully was that good?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's how I feel about Road to Perdition. I wake up in a cold sweat, like Road to Perdition was good. How did Sam Mendes do that? Like, what? No, but he's like that was really kind of a departure for him too. That year, like
2004 was this Tom Hanks' weakest year.
Because they had the Terminal.
Killers.
Oh,
Elvis has left the building. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't either.
Polar Express and The Terminal.
Okay.
It's not much to say there. I love The Polar Express.
No, here's the thing about... This is the thing I always say about the Lady Killers.
You haven't said anything.
It's the one Back Home Brothers movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing a bit. And
Oh,
you
no.
say, I never say anything about the Lady Killers.
Well,
Because
that too.
I may have never said anything about the Lady Killers.
No, it's the one bad Coen Brothers movie.
I guess everyone has to have a bottom movie, right? Like, except for Paul Thomas Anderson.
No, but I've been joking with you with Paul Thomas Anderson. All his movies are number one.
Yes, Hard Eight.
No, it's number one.
Okay, fine.
It's
You're right.
One. All of his movies are number one. It doesn't matter how you rank them; they're all number one.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I think the Coen Brothers are the perfect example of that because they play with genre so much. They purposely fuck with their audience. So it's like, hey, you liked Fargo? We're gonna do Big Lebowski. What? Like, oh, you like No Control Men? We're gonna do Burn After Reading. It's like, what are you doing? And it's like
I love
but after a while you realize, oh no, these movies are so fucking great. These movies are so fucking
wonderful.
And it's like, I feel like The Lady Killers is the one bad one.
Which, like,
it's a remake of.
I'm not even mad about it.
I mean, listen, if that's the worst one,
fine. Exactly.
And again, the Coen Brothers are probably one of the best American directors working right now. Which but it's just
100%.
like. It's a remake of a film that was done in the. I'm gonna get this wrong because I know it's Michael Fassbender and Powell as well from the English 1940s 50s around that time.
Okay.
So it's like that was a good film then. It's like they try to remake it and it's like it doesn't work. Tom Hanks is doing something. He's doing something in that film.
He usually does.
The accent, like it's just a weird film in general, and that's my one example. Is like I'm glad the Coen Brothers don't do anything about race.
Good Lord.
Because it's like,
yes.
Yeah, you look at the Lady Killers, like, oh, okay, that's why. That's why I'm comfortable with them. That's fine.
That's fine. Do
that's
what you
fine.
know. That's fine.
But that was, he had the Terminal that year. I know people go to bat for the Terminal. I think it's fine.
Wait, who? Where? No way. You have never heard someone go to bat for the Terminal.
I have, yeah.
Oh my God. It's not a bad movie.
No, it's not.
It's just it's a movie that got made, and we're good. We're good.
I feel like I honestly feel like it was Spielberg and Hank in an airport, just kind of like maybe the plane got delayed. And it's
they were like, let's just shit one out real quick.
Yeah, this is like Spielberg started looking around like, hey, this has great architecture. Like, yeah, what if we did a movie real quick?
Hey, Hanks, give me a real weird accent real quick.
You're right. Hey, is Janet still here? Is Janet Kaminsky still here? Yeah. All right, get at the cameras. Let's do something real quick. I think that's what that movie is.
Someone get on the phone with Gamora real quick.
Right.
And then you move. He was in Cars. There was a car called Woody Carr in Cars, voiced by Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Alrighty, gonna ignore that. I'm also gonna ignore the Da Vinci Code.
No, we gotta talk about the Da Vinci Code.
Hold on, we have to talk about the Da Vinci Code trilogy.
Yeah, there's a trilogy.
Yeah, no, he made 3 of those.
Because wait, there's the Da Vinci Code, there's Angels and Demons,
and then there's Inferno. The Inferno.
Okay, Felicity Jones is in the last one, right?
I don't fucking know. Why would I know that?
Don't look it up. You don't have to look it up.
Oh, too late. When did he do the Inferno?
Like, I don't even McGregor's
2016.
Yeah, I was gonna say it came out recently.
They kept making these movies.
Oh, yeah.
Felicity Jones was in this movie.
Yeah.
And what a cast.
Who's in the cast? Go down the list.
Ben Foster.
Oh, he's the bad guy in that one.
Irfan Khan.
Who?
Irfan Khan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, love him.
Yeah.
Felicity Jones and Tom Hanks. And then, probably nothing really.
Yeah. So I know. Bill. No, what the fuck's his name? Paul Bellamy is the villain in the first one.
Okay.
Ewan McGregor's the villain in the second one, and then you have Ben Foster as the villain in the second one. I don't know why Tom Hanks made those movies. I don't know why he's in them. I don't know why they gave him that wig.
Okay, the Da Vinci Code, I understand.
I don't. Explain it to me.
It was a big fucking book.
Everyone
shit their pants over the Da Vinci Code.
It wasn't a good book, but
I didn't read it. Worked at a bookstore. Sold 20 copies.
I moved those copies.
Oh man! Someone said, "Who wrote that book?" And I said, "Dan Brown." And then I said, "I need to quit." Why do I know who wrote the Da Vinci Code? Like offhand, like I was just like, "It's fucking Dan Brown, baby." But the Da Vinci, like I get why anyone would want to just like make a movie about a big pop, like 50 Shades of Grey.
Sure,
get it. Fucking make the movie. I get it. But why do you keep doing it after that?
Yeah.
And that's not like a franchisey trilogy series that people were like, oh, I love that whole series. Like, people have heard of the Da Vinci Code and nothing else.
I don't remember what the box office was for that movie. I think it made enough money where they kind of you can look it up.
I don't know.
I think you should.
I'm not a Go ahead, talk.
I feel like it made enough money for them to justify making a second one, but I remember my mom took me, she wanted me to take her to go watch it, I watched it with her when it came out, the Da Vinci Code, and that, go ahead.
758 million worldwide? Is that the number I'm looking at?
Yeah, it made okay,
what?
so
it made a dick ton of money.
It made a dick ton of money. That's what it gives.
Hell yeah, dude, give me a Da Vinci Code shared universe. I want to fucking be all in it for $758 million.
Because, again, that's why they kept making the movies, because it's like, it made that much money.
I gotta find out how much the Angels and Demons made.
Oh,
that's gotta be a drop off.
It's gotta level off.
Still made $485 million. That's so much money.
It is.
Holy shit!
These movies made bank, man.
Okay, Inferno. We gotta go. I'm going like 190 for Inferno. What do you got?
Give me
$458.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say 200 million.
220.
Okay, there we go. Price is right.
These movies made money no matter what.
Yeah, because worldwide audience. Worldwide audience made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So my mom.
I'm shocked. I'm so shocked.
No, that's an insane amount of money.
That's crazy.
That's over
$58 million.
That's what, like.
That's fucking superhero money.
Is that like around $2 billion? That's up there. Like it's made a shitload of money.
That's fucking Marvel money.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
Especially to make that much money in 2006. So
2006, yeah.
So the thing is, my mom made me take her to watch it. I remember just being fucking bored out of my mind because all this movie would do. It's like Robert Langdon, I think his name is.
Yeah. Why do you know that? Okay.
I don't know.
You got a weird brain, man.
So Robert Langdon would talk. They'd run, talk, run, talk, run, and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, Audrey Tautou. It's like, oh, you're the daughter, you're the relative of Jesus Christ, and it's just like, yeah, I get it. Like I figured that out in the first couple minutes. Like, why are we still like this movie? This is a bad movie. It's a badly made movie.
I've seen it. I don't remember anything. I remember like a puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzle from like
Apple, maybe?
Isaac Newton,
sure,
and stuff like that. Sure. Ian McKellen was like he was the villain as well, and he would talk as well. And it's like there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of running away from things. They're solving a puzzle. Oh my God, this great historical thing, and it's like see the Last Supper painting. It's really meant this, and it's like
$758 million later.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So he's got the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
Charlie Wilson's War.
Not good. No, that's not true. It's fine. Philip Seymour Hoffman makes that movie.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's a movie that has Philip Seymour Hoffman in it. So
yeah,
I'm good with it.
And the best scene in the movie is when he's arguing with John Slattery. He breaks his window and he's talking about like, I learned Finnish.
Yes.
Because people were trying to kill it, and it's like, and he walks away and he's like, hey, how'd I do? Good. And he's like, yeah. Him and Julia Roberts have Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts have a sex scene, which is okay. Awesome?
No, it's not awesome.
I think it is. Directed by the great Mike Nichols. Again, not much of a movie, but it's fine. It's fine.
The Great Buck Howard?
Don't remember that at all.
Never heard of that movie. You got Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
Smash hit.
Yeah, like once you kind of get to like the late 2000s, early 2010, it gets really dry.
Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Larry Crown.
Remember that movie?
I remember saying, no way am I seeing that movie. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Yeah, which got 2 Oscar nominations, Best Picture and Best Supporting Actor for Max von Sydow.
Max von Sydow, wow.
All-timer.
Literally,
yeah.
All of time.
All the time. No, but when he retired and unfortunately dies, when he dies, his numbers getting raised to the rafters. He's just a legend of cinema.
Cloud Atlas? Remember Cloud Atlas?
Fuck, he is in that movie.
Remember Cloud Atlas?
Unfortunately.
Let's talk about Cloud Atlas.
Okay.
What were they thinking? Now, I know...
No, that's the question. That's the question.
I know...
No, let's preface this.
Okay.
A lot of people love this movie. I've seen it. Oh, I have too. A lot of people love this movie. A lot of people, it's very emotional. It's very personal for them.
Okay.
For a long time, I didn't talk about this movie.
Why did you not talk about this movie?
Well, because and he's going to listen to it. He may not even listen to this.
Better fucking listen to this.
My critic friend and I at the time, we almost came... It almost broke us up. Because he was like, I love this movie, I love what it's doing, man, I work all the way. And I was like, this movie's a war crime.
I mean,
and after a while, he was like, "We're not gonna talk about this movie anymore." I was like, "Fine, good, we will not." He called it the turd on the carpet. We're just gonna ignore it.
Okay.
It's there.
Okay.
We're not gonna clean it up. It doesn't happen. I think this movie is a war crime.
The Wachowskis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes, you are.
Both transgender.
Transgender women. Yes.
Transgender women. So, with that being said, they have a very different perspective than a lot of other filmmakers.
Yeah.
When it comes to identity.
Yeah.
And that's.
I mean, hell, look at the Matrix trilogy.
Yes, that's a perfect. Yes, the Matrix trilogy is. The most like identity ambiguous movie ever. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that sex scene with fucking Neo and Trinity
yeah.
where you're like, which one? Like they just look like one person making love with it.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like the Matrix where it's like you're one person, you plug out, and you become another person. It's
and
like,
I love it. I love when people make these decisions.
Yeah.
And like
I should preface this. I don't like their movies. I'm glad they make movies. Though.
Yes, I agree. I'll go to bat for Speed Racer.
One of those people. Okay.
It's so fucking fun. Try watching Speed Racer not smiling. I don't it's so fun.
I'll never watch it. So
that's fine. That's okay.
I'll just stick to the anime.
Yes. I do want to talk really quickly about Speed Racer's name is Speed Racer.
Yeah.
I love that about him.
Yeah.
He's just Speed Racer, the boy.
Yeah, I love Racer X.
Yeah, dude, Racer X fucking rules.
Yeah, Racer X is the best.
Anyways, talking about really quickly, Cloud Atlas. I want to love what they're doing.
Do you?
I do. I want to love the idea where they're. I mean, like, and they didn't do it in this movie, but like, it feels like at some point when they were writing this movie, they wanted to do something that had to do with just like we all just need to love each other or something.
Not only that, but we're all one person.
Yes.
We all are.
And
throughout time, we will reincarnate and fall in love again and again and again and again.
It's such a big fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like
that first trailer came out when it was like 6 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, the music. I will give credit for the music. The music's really good.
Really good score. I love that. I love that message. But like, you never get that message from this movie.
No.
And it's probably pretty offensive.
Yeah.
Like,
to say the least.
It's a bummer.
I always keep saying it's like when
because I know what they want.
Oh no,
do,
sure, yeah.
You know?
It's one of those things where it's like when you put the makeup on one of the actors and it's like no one came up to them like, hey, can we not?
Yeah.
It's like, listen, I understand the theme. I understand what we're trying to go for.
You really did Yellowface in this movie? Like, yeah. It's 2012.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, no,
okay.
it's just one of those things where it's just like, why?
Somebody should have stepped up and been like, hey guys, maybe not.
But then the thing, this was one of the most this is one of the most expensive independent movies ever made, so they kind of had control across the board.
Oh yeah, they like sourced for money. They were
did.
Like out there getting money.
It was kind of the same thing like Valerian, where it's just like Luke Brenson, he just kind of sourced all that money. So they kind of had final cut and everything, final decisions and everything like that. So it's just like, again, they saw the makeup and they still went ahead and did it. I remember I saw that movie for free because a friend of mine was working. He was a manager at a movie theater, so we watched it beforehand. And he was like, "Yes, let's watch it. It'll be funny. Worst thing it is, like we'll know what it's about."
Funny.
Yeah. So because we both looked at the trailers like this is not going to be good. So it's like, fuck, let's give it a shot. 45 minutes in, he was like, "I am so sorry. If you want to leave, we can leave." I was like, "We're already here." There's one line I remember towards the end. There's a 70s portion with Halle Berry.
Okay.
And
I'll take your word for it.
Tom Hanks is playing a doctor, and I forget which one muttered the line, but they're like, he was a scientist, but he believed in love, and I was just like,
oh, what is this, Interstellar?
I remember I yelled, what the fuck does that mean? I ran out of the theater, and there was myself, my friend, there was a couple down there, and there was other people. They turned and looked up at me, and I kind of looked at them, I'm like, I was like, what does that mean?
I've been to the movies with you once at least. Killing of a Sacred Deer we saw together.
Killing of a Sacred Deer, Phantom Thread, and Calling By Your Name.
Okay, yes, that's right.
Good lineup.
We're on fire.
Yeah.
I've never seen you freak out at a movie.
Photo Project 2, we saw that together.
Oh, we did. Oh my God, we're on fire.
Yeah.
I've never seen you freak out in a movie. I would love to see that. Because you are very, like, I know, like, if someone pulls their phone out, you're like, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
And I would love to see you just be like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just...
I did that during Cloud Atlas. I did that during Interstellar. I did it during The Hateful Eight, where I just freaked the fuck out. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's awesome.
Why would you make that decision?
Oh my god. It's like,
but Cloud Atlas...
like that generic, like in the horror movie where they're like, oh, don't go in there, don't go in there.
Right.
But it's really just Toby just being like, why are you making these art decisions? Like,
why did you frame it that way? Who lit this? That's where you cut, really? No. No, Cloud Atlas, I think
it's offensive.
I think it's a horror movie across the board. It's offensive, like you said. I don't know if there's a good thing in it. Tom Hanks plays at one point like...
Talk about the Irish gangster.
No, was that?
I was going with the Irish gangster. That was...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Like, he plays like an Irish gangster who's publishing a book, and he throws a guy out of
a roof or
He throws a guy off a roof at one point, and the movie's just kind of like, it's not fun. Like, no!
He just murdered a man. I will say this for Cloud Atlas. This is my positive light in Cloud Atlas.
Oh, so I do have one positive, but go ahead.
My positive light is David Gyasi, who I am still going to bat for. He's so fucking good in Cloud Atlas.
Isn't James D'Arcy?
No, it's David Gyasi.
I'm thinking someone else. I'm thinking James D'Arcy.
He plays the slave on that ship.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
so fucking good in this movie. I love him.
My one positive, Ben Whishaw.
Okay.
He's probably the best.
Yep.
He's probably one of the one or two best English actors working right now. He plays Q in the latest James Bond movies.
Okay. He's
really good in Cloud Atlas. He really brings it, and they don't saddle him with anything dumb. They don't saddle him with any kind of persona or any kind of makeup, anything like that. Listen, if you want to make this movie and articulate that language or that message, fine. Just have different actors play the same character.
Yeah.
Just do that.
You shouldn't have did whatever you did.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Again. Say what you will about audiences for the most part, but audiences are smart if you allow them to be smart.
Yes, no, exactly.
They will carry that message along with if you and I are supposed to be the same character, we'll mirror each other's moment, gestures and stuff like that.
We'll say some kind of
whip. Yeah, we'll say some kind of. It's like they will figure it out. Oh, they're playing the same character.
Yes.
Okay, fine. And depending on how the movie is crafted, they will roll with it.
This movie was 5 inches away from blackface. And it's like,
yeah, and then they did the opposite. They put Halle Berry on whiteface.
Yes, they did. They made her play like a Jewish character.
Yeah, and it's like, Halle Berry is half white, so it's like, but still, it's like you really couldn't find a white woman to play this character.
Yes, you could have.
Yeah.
All right, let's get away from Cloud Atlas.
Please.
This is when we enter the new phase, Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
That's the next year.
Yeah.
And Captain Phillips.
Yeah, so he had the two back-to-back, and that award season, people were expecting, Tom Hanks, like, fuck, he's playing Walt Disney and Phillips, and this is like, people are expecting, he's gonna get a nomination, it'll be the first time since 2000, nothing.
And he still hasn't, and I would argue every movie that he comes out with after this. Ithaca, what the fuck is Ithaca?
What, which one?
2015?
I have no idea what that is.
He plays Matthew McConaughey. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what this movie is. I've never heard of this movie.
Well, reread the script real quick.
His older brother off to war, 14-year-old telegram messenger Homer McCauley comes in. I don't know what this is. Never heard of this shit.
Okay.
Not a movie.
Moving on.
Yeah. No, but this is like Bridge of Spies.
Yeah.
Oh, Hologram for a King.
Oh, God, yeah.
Right.
There's that in The Circle, where it's just like...
Circle, Inferno.
Inferno, which one's Inferno?
We've already forgotten about Inferno.
Yeah, I don't...
It's the third fucking Da Vinci Code movie.
Oh, that's what it's called? Okay, I didn't know that was what it's called.
I love it.
Didn't know what it's called. Okay, so Inferno. No, but there's the Hologram for a Keen.
In The Circle.
And The Circle. Those are the two. It's like, what's Tom doing? Like,
yeah.
Is he okay?
No, it's not one of those things where he's like, he's on a bad streak because Sully's in there.
No, yeah, because he's like Sully, Captain Phillips, Bridge of Spies, The Post. So it's like he's kind of dealing at this point, and then all of a sudden it's like, here's a circle. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, Google's the back. Like, well, I mean,
Bridge of Spies, man.
I feel like if the circle came out now, it'd make more sense. Where it's like, Google's a bad guy, and they're trying to steal your information. Like, yeah, that's what all social media does. Like,
yeah. No, like at any point, like it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good Black Mirror episode.
It kind of reminds me of that one thing with the same thing with I just had it in my mind. George Clooney's Eyes of March.
Oh, right.
Where it's just like, politics are dirty. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. good job, supersize me.
Yeah.
We know McDonald's is bad for us.
Even it was tame then. It would be idealistic now.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you slept with the intern? Oh, that's it? Sure, fine, that's whatever.
Sure,
Wait. He had consensual sex with the intern? Okay, fine.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and then that brings us all the way up to the post.
Yeah.
Which, again, and then what's he got coming out? He's got Mr. Rogers, some movie called Greyhound, Toy Story 4. Don't know why they keep doing that. Money. And that's it. That's it.
Again, like we just mentioned with the Angel 8 with Da Vinci Code, like those movies make money.
Time out. He's making a movie called A Man Called Ove. I'm going to read you the plot synopsis.
Is that the remake of the Swedish movie?
I don't know.
Go ahead then. Yeah.
Only Tom Hanks has been cast.
Okay.
There's only a writer who wrote the novel who's writing the movie. So yes, it's based off some kind of novel. A cranky retired man strikes up an unlikely friendship with his boisterous new neighbors. Yes. Bring that shit on. Oh, yes. Remake of the 2015 Swedish film.
Yeah, that was nominated for Best Foreign Picture that year.
I'm fucking about that. But, yeah, I mean, fuck, I'm glad we picked Tom Hanks.
No, that's a good pick. Tom Hanks is, again, he's an all-timer, 2 Oscar.
He is an all-timer.
No, he is. Yeah, I think he's
Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First ballot Hall of Famer. He's one of the best American actors to ever do it, in my opinion.
Ever. 100%.
Yeah, and that's a long list, but, like I mentioned at the top, it's like he's one of those guys where it's like he's so good. You just kind of take him for granted. It's like, okay, he's steady hand.
Yes.
You know the plane's gonna take off, go easy, and land perfectly. And
it's easy to get lost in the Joaquin Phoenixes and the big showy the Kate Blanchett and Blue Jasmine-esque like big performances where people are like, oh, this is new.
Yeah.
And this is fun. It's easy to lose Tom Hanks and all that.
Yeah, it is.
But it doesn't mean he's not there, and it doesn't mean he's not still dealing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He's still out there just firing.
Yeah.
Like the post, like I talked to a lot of people who haven't seen it. Just like we're like, wait, which one was that?
You're right.
And I'm like, wait, hold on, you haven't seen the fucking post? Like,
right.
And again, it's like Spielberg and fucking Tom Hanks teaming up.
Yeah.
Like
with Meryl Streep.
One of our that's a hat trick.
Yeah.
One of the greatest directors.
Yeah.
One of your greatest living actors, and one of your greatest living actresses.
That cast is insane.
Oh my god, that cast.
It's got Matthew Rhys.
It is the deepest fucking supporting cast.
Yeah, it's got Matthew Rhys. It's got Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk, who could have been nominated for supporting.
Yeah.
I love him in this movie.
They got Jesse Plemons is in there, Carrie Coon, Tracy Letts,
Damon all day.
Bradley Whitford's in there.
Bradley Whitford, yeah, like fucking, you get fucking Tobias Fugay showing up for a minute.
Yeah,
cool. Like it's oh man, what a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh, and that movie is shot like it's the Avengers, dude.
No, it is.
The camera work in that movie is so intense.
No, Janis Kaminski is just like all over the place.
He's like, Odenkirk, drop those quarters. I'm gonna make this shit look like a fucking fight sequence, and it's like, all right, yeah, it works.
That's because I feel like Kaminski's kind of been, I don't want to say lazy, because that's not fair. I feel like he's kind of been resting on his laurels a bit in the past couple of movies, and I feel like with in the post, I feel like with the post, I was like, oh shit, like Kaminski's like
exciting.
Yeah,
it
was lively. It was energetic, kinetic. Yes. It was just kind of moving all over the place.
And a very claustrophobic movie.
Very much so.
There's a lot of movement.
And Spielberg did this one great thing. I mean, he's a master at a lot of things, but he's really much master of this. Blocking actors.
Yes.
Where it'll be like you have like 2 actors on the side talking, and then maybe an actor will walk in the middle, and then another actor will kind of move around, and then you'll still have them framed perfectly, and like they're all talking, like, okay, that one's talking, so you're focused on them, that one talking, you're focused on them, and it's like just kind of wielding around.
He's got to have blueprints, just like you stand here, and I'll move around and get all these shots perfectly.
No, honestly, if you want to, like, and people have said this as well, even Paul Thomas Anderson said this, and I want to talk about him for a second.
I would love to.
Where it's just like, if you want to know filmmaking, take any scene from a Spielberg movie, take the shots, and just see how economical he is, and as far as arranging people and the camera setup, you'll understand filmmaking. The best examples are there's a scene in Jaws where on the boat where you see like the camera's on the boat, so it's not moving, but you see the background move behind it. And it's just like you just kind of see the economics of how you tell a story while moving and while still staying in one place. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Indy is getting the Ark on that road chase, one perfect action scene, just a perfect action scene.
Yes.
The beginning of Saving Private Ryan when they go on the beach, just an entire sequence where it's just like.
Yep.
Good Lord. And Paul Thomas Anderson, he did, I think I told you about this a while ago, but he did a Q&A with Spielberg for the DGA, the Directors Guild of America, when Bridge of Spies came out. And Anderson started the conversation where it's like, I would trade my entire filmography for your beginning of Saving Private Ryan. And
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like,
That's
heavy.
That's very heavy.
That's heavy.
I would have even gone as far to say that opening shot of Bridge of Spies, where he's painting himself. What?
Beautiful.
That's fucking masterful.
Beautiful.
Where he's just like, you got the painting, you pan out, you see him, then you pan out again, and he's looking like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
The plane crash,
Yes.
wonderful. Just a wonderful action scene.
Oh
And it feels like that feels tossed in. That feels like Stewart's like, yeah, I'll do when he crashes the plane. This is
just
like,
crash the plane real quick.
yeah.
Have a very, very intense scene where he's like getting ejected. Just do that real quick. We'll get back to the movie.
Yeah, it is
What?
just it's like when you watch it, I'm like, God damn. No, Spielberg's an all-timer. I don't know if Hanks will direct again or direct. Well, I mean,
What has he directed?
That Thing You Do. I think he's directed a couple episodes. I think Band of Brothers and like
the Pacific.
yeah, that as well. Like
Yeah.
he's produced a lot of like
the features though.
I don't think so. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think he has. But it's like
he's got one good one at least.
yeah.
That
So
Thing You Do's fun.
he's produced a lot of these things with Spielberg, like the World War II stuff.
Yeah.
So he's got an interest in that. Tom Hanks, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. People,
Again, I don't. It's infuriating. He hasn't been nominated since 2000. Just
Especially-
considering the work he's done since then.
Yeah, like you could pick 5 movies since 2000
Yeah.
that are his performances are better than the 2 wins he has.
Yeah. And
Certainly one of them.
No,
But,
certainly
like,
one. No, you would even think it would be like it'd be one of those things where it's like again, I mentioned this before, like how Best Actor has been kind of bad,
Yep.
objectively over the past couple of years. You think he would just stumble into one nomination? They'd be like, oh hey, like we can't fill this up. Throw Hanks one.
Why would you not?
Right.
Like fucking John Williams gets nominated every year for whatever score he does.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like Tom Hanks is he's firing on all cylinders.
Again, we joke. It's a joke now. If Meryl Streep's in a commercial, they'll nominate her for an
nominate
Oscar.
her,
So it's
yes.
just like they're not saying anything bad about Meryl Streep because again, you want to talk about an all-timer. She's up there as
Meryl
well.
Streep, yes.
But it's just like again, how do you not nominate the man for 18 years?
It's kind of offensive.
It feels like they're trying not to.
It's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
It's kind of like the same thing. Recently, I think it was for Fences that year when people found out Denzel Washington hasn't been nominated by BAFTA at all for a competitive Oscar or a competitive award. Yeah, and it's like how do you not nominate Denzel Washington at all?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Denzel Washington shows up. You have to at least be like, hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean he won an honorary award over there, but it's like they're not nominating for a competitive. It's like how does that work? How does that happen?
That's wild.
Yeah, so
That's wild.
Margot Robbie and Tom Hanks to start this thing off. That's pretty good tandem.
That's a good pair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we got the little doubleheader.
Yeah, I did
That was
too.
good. That was a good little pairing there.
Yeah, it was.
We might have to do that in future episodes if we get another short one.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That sounds really good. And now we get to the part where we gotta say goodbye to all of our friends at home. You sleep tight in your bed, and I'll see you soon in your bed.
That's creepy.
I'm sorry. Just I'll enjoy your remaining years.
That reminds me of the Simpsons joke where Homer's in heaven, and he's like, "What can you tell me now?" And he's like, and God's just like, "What? You can't wait 9 months or 6 months?" And it's like, "Oh shit."
Well, there you go.
There you go. Just wait 6 months, you'll die. No.
All right, folks. Just wait 6 months and you'll die. Have a good one. Thanks for listening to the awkward goodbye. Oh man.
Thanks for listening.
The claim in the back of my head. It talks to me and it said, why don't you spend your life in this bed? Why don't you wallow around in this dread? The claim in the back of my head is thick skin I'm trying to shed.